Hey y'all, it's my review for Married to Medicine, episode 11. Ooh, we had a hell of a cliffhanger last Sunday, and Roa ain't bringing it. So, Married to Medicine, thank you for picking up the slack. So we left off, all the ladies were chilling in the living room. We had Audra do her embarrassing toyery, which she should have saved for a reunion setting. But yeah, then Anila and Toya started getting into it. And then Anila and Toya's friend started to get into it. And Toya's friend looked like she don't play. She got up, started walking towards Anila and her Indian girl squad. I think Qua pulled her away so nothing happened. But according to Heavenly, she said Toya's friend connected with Anila's head. Now, if somebody wants to give me the tea in the comments, I would love to hear it. Because I'm wondering, why would they take that out if a fight happened? I wonder why production went back so early from when they left off on the last episode. So now we're seeing Heavenly is telling Toya the rumor that's going around in the neighborhood. Apparently, she's having an affair with another man. And now we have a, who said that? Toya's like, one of you bitches said that about me? I'll take my shoe off and put it in your effing face. They quiet now. Let's see if somebody answers. So Anila's friend says she didn't. Anila says she didn't, but she said the rumor is going around in the neighborhood. Messy Heavenly, why did you do that? You don't even like Toya. And if y'all remember, y'all's girl Heavenly was spreading rumors about her homegirl Quad sleeping with the married man. I've been trying to tell y'all, Heavenly ain't ish. Too early in the video, I'm sorry. So Toya gets up and says she's leaving since nobody wants the cop to spreading the rumor. Now, who started the rumor is just as bad as you spreading the rumor, in my opinion. Also, y'all know how I feel about Tacky Toya. She deserves most of the smoke that comes her way, but it feels like in this episode, it was coming from so many angles. Everybody got a problem with her. Contessa then advises Toya that she tells her husband immediately what's being talked about. So Toya, she goes to get Eugene so they can go, and she immediately tells him that there's this rumor of her sleeping around in the neighborhood. And she is telling everybody in the party. So then Toya goes up to Anila's mom and says, your daughter is spreading effing rumors about me. Her mom's like, who said that? Your daughter. It's just like, stop it. Stop it. Anila, that's what you get for bringing your mom to this. Toya also tells Eugene, this one right here, as she points to Audra, is looking up our real estate stuff, seeing how much we made. Ooh, and Audra was waiting for Toya to invite her to argue. She gets up immediately. She could not wait. Audra want her moment. She goes up to Toya and says, I'm a real estate attorney. Toya's like, we didn't hire you, bitch. They this close now. So look, I already saw the preview to this. I saw what happened. And if you follow me on Twitter, I told y'all I'm on Toya's side. So all right, I'm going to do a play-by-play of this scene, because if you go back to my Potomac review, season 5, with that bop, 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 we did a slow-mo. So it's really rare on Bravo, especially when a hand connects to somebody, physically. So I just love to do a little slow-mo to see how did we get here. Nobody's supposed to be here. So let's see whose fault it was. So they're going back and forth right now. They're about this close to each other, and Audra's hyped. She jumping up and down. She's excited to get into an argument with Toya. Why didn't the husbands intervene? Okay, so they're this close to each other now. They could probably smell each other's breath. Nex is doing this. The fingers are in the face, and Audra is on Toya right now. She's like, and booting up on her. Her titties is resting on top of Toya's. Okay, so I slow motion this scene, and we see Audra all on Toya right now. She actually bumped into her twice, pushing Toya back. And at that moment, that's when Toya did this to her face. And Audra tries to swing, but misses because the husbands jumped in so fast, thankfully. But Toya ain't no punk. Did y'all see season 1? Mariah tried to throw her ass in the pool, and Toya in them heels, that calf strength, she was not going into that pool, and it just started rolling on the ground. But anyway, I gotta go back and look at that scene. I think Audra deserved that. She was the main aggressor. She got up to get into Toya's face and then bumped her back. What would y'all do? What would y'all do if somebody was that close to you? Get out of my personal space. Toya didn't sock her, but she did nudge her face away. What I don't like is everyone sees this happening. Like when you have two black women arguing like that, they're about to fight. So to no one's surprise, like why didn't they been like back them away? All of a sudden it's 5 people in the scene to like 15. Like everyone's just swarmed around now trying to figure out what happened. So that's not one, but 2 fights that almost started in Quad's house. Now I'm also wondering, who is this old lady in the red and black leather jacket being held back like she about to hit somebody? Is that Quad's mom? And then we see Dr. Jackie just sitting there like minding her business. She just like, I love that type of unbotheredness. I think I would be Dr. Jackie in that moment. Toya says, don't get in my face if you don't want to get pushed. And it's cut and dry. It's that simple. So we found out that this old woman hooping and hollering, that's Quad's auntie. She's just mad that they're fighting in her house. I mean, has she seen Married to Medicine? Wow, her auntie wig all over the place. She is hot. You can't be disrespecting her house. She built this. Oof. Don't play with auntie. So it looks like the party is officially over. Everyone is just leaving out in droves. Wait a minute, Heavenly. She's like, these bitches trying to fight everybody. I ain't in it though. Heavenly, you started it. Heavenly's karma is coming. It's coming. Like, she loves to throw out rumors about everybody else, talk about everybody else's business. I know there's some mess in her marriage or in her home life. We see Eugene outside talking to Quad, informing her of what happened between Toya and Audra. He said Audra got into Toya's face, and we get a little slow motion from production, and definitely that's what happened. Toya wished her in the face, and Audra tried to swing, but missed. We cut to inside Quad's house, and Audra's telling Anila that Toya started the fight. Okay, girl, we'll see in the reunion what you have to say about that. Anila says in her confessional that she's glad Toya's anger went to Audra instead of her. Look, they know Toya ain't nothing to be played with. Like, Toya is an annoying, tacky, broke mess, but nobody want to fight her. Well, I don't think she would want it with Contessa or Simone or Heavenly. Even though Heavenly deserved to get her ass beat, I think it would be a good fight though, Heavenly versus Toya. It could go either way. We see Toya saying that she thinks she handled herself well. Simone is saying, girl, what? I personally think Toya did what any of us would do if someone was like bumping up to us like that. Like, get out of my space. And Simone was right. She says in her confessional that she tried to get Toya out of there before all that happened. So next scene, we're at Anila's house and she's being visited by Heavenly and Audra. And I'm sure they're about to talk about what happened the previous evening. Side note, in this scene, all 3 of these ladies' outfits are awful. Audra looks like a lumberjack, Heavenly looks a tacky mess, and Anila in those hideous polka dots. Just had to point that out. So Audra says every time they're together, it's always something. Now, I will give it to her that Toya started with her when they were at Cecil and Simone's house with the fashion thing. But at the Christmas party, Toya didn't even start with her. I don't even think Toya acknowledged her the whole evening until Audra waited for her chance to get at Toya. And not Anila trying to gas Audra up about that calculator read, because that was cringe. If I was Audra, I would have held that in my back pocket until Toya tried to come for my fashions again. Like, we were rooting for Audra, but now she just looked thirsty. At least she didn't get put off the show, but I'm curious as to how they're going to move forward with having both of them in the group setting. So then we cut to some of the other ladies hanging out. It's Toya, Contessa, and Simone. This scene isn't even happening at the same time as Anila's scene with Heavenly and them. Like, this happened on 2 different occasions. Watch they try to put them both together and go back and forth. But Toya, of course, is saying her side of what happened, and I'm with her. Like, and she didn't punch Audra. She basically pushed her out her face. Toya actually thinks she was very restrained. And you know, knowing Toya and watching all the seasons of Married to Medicine, that was restraint for her. I'm gonna give it to her. I hate that I'm on Toya's side right now. I hate it, but I gotta be fair. I'm not a hater. So the editors are indeed going back and forth between each group of ladies, even though this is going on between 2 different times. So we're back with Heavenly, and she's telling Audra that she got her ass whooped, kind of jokingly. And no, nobody got their ass whooped, but she did get checked. Anila reminds Heavenly that she started this from being messy. And lying-ass Heavenly, she's like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. I started the shit. Like she's just so annoying. I don't understand how y'all like her. When I go to BravoCon, I am walking right past her. Like, I'm gonna say hey to Simone and Jackie. Hell, maybe even Toya. I'm paying Heavenly dust. I do not like her. Do I respect her? Sure. I think she's an accomplished woman, beautiful family. She's successful. But she's an evil being. And her being named Heavenly is the ultimate irony. So Heavenly in turn is calling Anila messy for bringing her friend knowing that she don't fuck with Toya. I don't know. Anila brought everybody. She brought her parents as well as 2 friends. I'm not sure if that was her intent to start shit. We're back with Toya and the other ladies, and they peep Heavenly's game. They call her out for being messy because she didn't have no reason bringing that up to Toya at the party. They then ask, how is Eugene doing? We cut to an earlier scene of Toya and Eugene talking, and it seemed like Eugene is pretty confident, you know? He's gonna stick with Toya. It's cheaper to keep her. Let's just say that. Eugene ain't going nowhere. Toya then tells him at first she thought they were talking about Quad because there was a rumor about her. It looks like Simone heard this rumor too, and she says, oh yeah, that she was sleeping with her contractor. Y'all are doing the same thing that Anila and them are doing now. Like, y'all are spreading a rumor just by talking about it. So now Contessa knows this and she's kind of gagged. Is this contractor the married man that Heavenly was referring to? Ooh, it looked like they tracing the dots too. It all leads back to Heavenly. She is the common denominator again. So next scene, we get a little montage of some of the ladies' husbands and their day-to-day at the office. We're with Dr. Damon, Dr. Kieran, and Dr. Scott, Contessa's husband. I almost forgot his name. We're seeing them help people, and they're chatting their confessionals with their wives next to them. And, you know, Heavenly is just so proud of Dr. Damon, and I love it. But then she goes into, that's why these bitches is mad, because, you know, this is rare right here. Like, you know, we have sex every night. She just goes on and on. Heavenly, nobody wants your husband. Be happy. You don't have to rub anything in these bitches' faces. You know, just be happy in your marriage. You know, her messiness, her evilness is going to come back to her. It's just not coming yet, but maybe season 10. We'll see. And also listen to the verbiage when she says, I never caught him cheating. Look, she's going to stay with that man no matter what. She better hope he does not leave her because that's the only man that will tolerate her. I just don't understand how y'all like her. Like, I swear I'm not being a hater. I'm just judging what I'm seeing. She starts drama. She's messy. She's mean-spirited. And she talks about all her friends on a public platform. Matter of fact, Heavenly Stands, let me know in the comments, list 2 things that are endearing about Heavenly. You can't mention what she does for a living or that she's funny. I want to know. I want to know why y'all love this bullfrog. I'm silly. Oh, child. Next scene, we're with Anila and her mom, and we see Anila complaining, doing the dishes. She is a content creator. I wouldn't even say content creator. She is an Instagram influencer. Girl, clean up after your own self and watch your own damn kids. Or get a maid and a nanny and stop complaining and putting that on your mom. You deserve all the smoke your mom give you. So Anila tells her mom, maybe this living situation isn't working out. Like, my kitchen has never looked like this before. You won't help me around the house. That is not why your mom is there. She came to help you with the kids because you too lazy. Now, the cleaning and shit, that is extra. That's like me just telling my mom, oh mom, come live with me because I need someone to clean my damn apartment. Like, she is just so ungrateful. Anila's mom is now mocking her and now pretending to be a submissive Indian woman cleaning around Anila. Her mom was ready for the cameras, I swear. And side note, it feels like Anila's mom has been in almost every other episode. She has had more screen time than Audra and Kari combined. Like, she needs to be the friend of the show. So it looks like by the end of their argument, Anila's mom, she's ready to go back home. Next scene, we're with Contessa meeting up with her trainer. We see she's still practicing for this bodybuilding competition she's going to be a part of. Her trainer brings in this other guy who's going to teach her how to pose. She says she's attracted to him. I would think she was attracted to her trainer given all the chemistry they have between each other. She jokes about it in her confessional, but I don't know, I don't think she's joking. Okay, now that the camera panned out on the pose instructor, he got a nice body. Like, it's not like the big beefy kind, like it's like a nice physique. Okay, I see what she's talking about now. Just put a paper bag over his head and we ready to go. So next scene, we're with Quad and her family, and they're celebrating her nephew's dad who passed, her brother. And then also, they had the kid's mom come over too. Now, what I really want to know is, why isn't he staying with his biological mom? She seems very capable. And side note, if there's one thing Quad knows how to do, it is cook. Like, I noticed all her scenes when she cooking, that food be looking good. Okay, so we get some backstory between Quad and her nephew's mom's relationship. They actually lived with Quad, I forgot about that, temporarily in the earlier seasons. So maybe the kid's mom is going through some monetary strife and Quad is helping her out. So then we see Quad and her family go out to her backyard and they're just doing a little lantern ceremony for her brother. Very sweet. Next scene, we are now with Dr. Jackie, who I continuously forget is on the show, and here she go hawking something else. This time it's her book. Like, damn, Dr. Jackie, she's like the Candy Burris of Married to Medicine. I want the Dr. Jackie that was in The Mess. But don't get twisted though, I love me some Dr. Jackie. She's so wholesome, but I want a little bit more from her on this show. So in this scene, we see Dr. Jackie interviewing another doctor to be a part of her practice because as we can see, Dr. Jackie's empire is growing. She is everywhere. She's doing skincare, podcasting, public speaking. She's an author now. Look, she is doing the damn thing. I'm happy for her, but look, get back in the drama with the other ladies too. You can do it all. So next scene, we're with Anila at her husband's practice, getting herself some free Botox. Must be nice. And what is she doing? Complaining about her mom. Look, I'm about to fast forward because I don't want to hear it. We are tired, Anila. Tired. With your Instagram influencer checks, get you a nanny and get you a maid. Or somebody that do both. Please. So the gist of their conversation is she's tired of her mom, her parents are officially leaving their house, and she's saying that her husband was right all along. Alright, so next scene we got some dramatic music playing. You would think it's the beginning of Grey's Anatomy or something, or How to Get Away with Murder. Like something bad about to happen. Is this the episode where Anila gets robbed? I think it is. Yep, I was right, her house got robbed. So we see from the footage on Anila's phone that they took everything, all her jewelry. It looks like things are disheveled. So they post the article of her getting robbed and damn, it happened days before Christmas. And those type of houses that they live in, like they're in like the outskirts of Atlanta, like, you know, a subdivision. So I wonder who did that. Like how did anyone not see that going on in their neighborhood? So we see another article and it quotes Anila saying that she thinks that this was planned. I'm guessing everybody's okay because it seems like she's more worried about the material things because they were irreplaceable. So now we're going around the cast and we're getting reactions of them hearing the news. So then they show Anila's Instagram post that gives more details. It says on a Sunday after an evening out with her family, she returned home to find out that she was robbed. So nobody was there, thankfully. Oh, they stole her wedding ring? Damn. What's also on her post is she says, I truly believe this was planned and my house was watched. I have security cameras all around my home and I'm in a guarded gate community. Hashtag accountability. Interesting. Like I did say that earlier, like that's weird because she lives on the outskirts of Atlanta and this is like a subdivision type. So it's really shocking how they got away with robbing her house. Hopefully they catch him. Lord, now we see a montage of the rest of the cast like doing detective work and saying their theories. Now, it makes sense a little bit. Like what Eugene said is like, you got a subdivision with, 50 big houses like yours and they come to your house, you were targeted for a reason. And then you have Simone going a little bit further saying you got people spreading rumors about you and, hashtag accountability. What are they trying to say though? Because also Anita's on Married to Medicine. And they show all of their houses constantly. And it's easy for, some wackadoo to look up her house and find out where it is. So again, maybe because you're on the show and then people know you have money and they're showing how your house looks, that could be a factor too. Wait, now we see Quad talking to Heavenly They're going a little bit more deeper than this. Now they're saying that she was set up, like somebody in that gated community let them in. And then she's alluding to the friend group. Does she think someone in this friend group set up Anila to get robbed? Lord, and now Messy Heavenly attaches a name to it. She's like, you think Toya did it? Quad does not confirm or deny. This has gotten dark real quickly. Quad is like connecting the dots. She thinks she's Batman. She said, well, there was a fight at my house. Then 2 days later, she gets robbed? She said, I'm just saying, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Oh my God. I'm sorry, if I was Toya, I would be looking into suing these bitches. For real? Like y'all accusing Toya of setting up Anila to get robbed, like letting robbers into the gated community? Look, I would be sending out cease and desists and subpoenas left and right. This is wild. And I don't even like Toya like that, but this is foul. And you know messy ass Heavenly gonna tell the first person she sees that Quad thinks Toya had something to do with Anila's house getting robbed. Lord, how many episodes we got left? So then, yeah, they end on some real dramatic music. That's where the episode ends. Again, Married to Medicine, way better than Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was a nice little palate cleanser of mess. Y'all, I would love to hear your thoughts on this episode, please. Especially the first part of the episode. You know, who do y'all think was wrong between Toya and Audra? And also, what do y'all think about this new rumor that Quad just started about Toya? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.